campaign 2015, as high stakes as any in Canadian history. Everywhere, politicians, promises.
Has also been increasing our infrastructure deficit.
Away from the noise, though, in his basement in Montreal, Sparky at his side, is Aislin, his pencil sharp.
People often will walk up to me and say, God, I love what you did. You know, you can say what I'm not allowed to say.
Aislin said a lot over the years. He's been drawing since Lester B. Pearson was at the helm. 13,000 cartoons in total. So, to see what I can learn from the Prime Minister of Editorial Cartoons, I dropped by to watch the debate.
Hey, hi, how you doing?
Is it powerful fodder for a cartoonist?
Well, the dog went away.
Who of those three do you like to draw the most?
Stephen Harper.
What do you draw first? Like, we just show me?
The eyes.
The eyes? You go right and you start drawing the eyes?
Yeah, it's just sort of careful, calculating eyes. That's what I draw first. And then build the rest of the head around it.
So that's Harper. What about Mosher?
He can be a steely guy, you know. He's quite controlling. The NDP is a fascinating situation right now. Not Mosher, but also the fact that they're so close to grabbing the brass ring, so close to that. You know, never been closer, I don't think. But at the same time, something's going to bite them in the ass.
And you're smiling. You're ready to draw.
Oh yeah.
What about Trudeau?
We've sort of drawn him as a little bit naive at this point, but he is definitely a work in progress, and we need more of him around for that to evolve.
It's surprising that cartoonists, just like the rest of us, have to get to know the politicians.
You remember them?
So Aislin shows me some of the cartoons he's drawn so far in this election. Who's this guy? What's his
Just
name?
a guy.
Just a guy.
Generic guy.
Yeah, I know.
And a generic wife. And that's it was
The idea, he tells me, is the hard part. He calls it the jewel. When Terry has the jewel, how's he feeling?
really good. And it doesn't happen every day. Wish it did, but it doesn't. But I know when I've got it, when it's right, and there's going to be good reaction. It's very gleeful.
One man's glee is one politician's pain. Aislin pokes them and jabs them. And what do?
I think most clever politicians grin and bear it. But some really enjoy it. Some really like it. It's interesting that certain politicians have collected cartoons. Paul Martin was a big collector. Robert Bourassa loved the cartoons that were drawn of him, even some of the really tough ones. He loved them. From time to time, you will get email or a note from somebody saying, particularly executive assistants, saying, how about putting my boss in a cartoon, you know? You know my response?
No.
Have him do something stupid.
Will someone do something stupid in the debate?
Hey, you like Tom? You like Justin? Who do you like?
Probably not. But Aislin still needs his jewel.
There are cartoons everywhere, no matter what the situation. Now, but I've got a couple of ideas. Sweet Jesus, where's the remote?
Funny, but it's not quite what he wants to say. Aislin's got high standards. After all, he is the first cartoonist to be denounced in the House of Commons. How did that happen?
Mulroney had just bought a house. He was retiring in Upper Westmount. And there was nothing else going on, so I just decided to draw him laid out in the snow, obviously been tripped up, and Trudeau's walking away in the distance. Barbara McDougall in Ottawa, who was a cabinet minister, got in her head that I had drawn Brian Mulroney dead in the snow. Well, I mean, it was fantastic. It was the best day of my professional life. That's a good shot. Come on. That's a good
So how to get that kind of reaction from the debate? Eventually, Aislin finds his jewel.
I'm really missing somebody, you know?
Right.
There she is.
Right.
Right. So I think I'm going to draw that for tomorrow. 3 nice enough, middle-aged white guys talking about money. She deserves to be there. So that's going to be the cartoon.
And so surprisingly, it's Elizabeth May who comes out on top. So come October 19th, who will Aislin the cartoonist vote for? Well, that's a secret, but here's his guiding principle.
I'm interested in a little bit of chaos. Not enough to upset things, but enough to keep it really interesting. That's why I don't work in Saskatoon, I guess.
It's a nice couch.
Not bad, huh?
Is it a pull-out?
Yeah, it's a bullet.
Nick Purdon, CBC News, Montreal.